Welcome to Kingdom Impact Stories, where we share real life stories, kingdom testimonies, casual talks, and different ideas. We believe they will change your life.
And catch our various episodes right here at our YouTube channel, New Life Discipleship Ministries.
When they are leaving the university and A6, we need to tell them the truth. We need to tell them that you are actually not usomye one engineer ensi tebwetaaga ensi yeetaaga magoba ogenda nkoto wingia ku magoba. That's the theory of change. Nji wano ni engineer naye company yakoze etya magoba
yeyagala magoba teyagala bitabo byo.
Yes, which means okuyiga sales. It's like a very beautiful lady coming to the hospital nga yeeraga oluzungu akuba amasimu eno doctor namugamba I want your stool.
Hey, welcome back again to our channel at New Life Discipleship Ministries. It is yet another opportunity for us where we share the Kingdom Impact stories. When we talk about the Kingdom Impact stories, we talk about a lot of things. We talk about family, we talk about finances, we talk about marriage, we talk about the day-to-day life, we talk about things that people have gone through, things that you have actually never heard of. Maybe you heard of them, but maybe we are hearing them from afar, and you never knew anybody who had experienced that thing, and they are very close to you. Today we have the opportunity that we have brought this segment to bring to us these stories, not just to hear and entertain ourselves, but also to learn something. And in today's episode, we are very blessed to have a very, very big man that I'm not going to introduce. He is going to introduce himself before we dig into what we are going to discuss today. Welcome.
Thank you, Sam. Now, the introduction today is typically for the graduate, I think.
Yeah.
I'm Simon Kagwa. Those are my names. I grew up from Mukono, and that's where I reside right now. I'm a Chief Operating Officer, Cafe Africa, Uganda. And in education setup, I have a diploma in computer science and business studies. I have a degree in commerce, that's accounting.
Wow.
I have a master's degree in finance sciences from Howard International University, USA. Also, I'm a certified public accountant of Uganda, and I have very many certificates. I think there are 1,000 certificates. They are there. Whenever I sit, I get a certificate. Whenever I find where there is a certificate, I get it.
You go for it.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's very good and very, very inspiring.
Yeah.
So briefly, you could be entitled as an academia, because you've really read your books, and
Yes.
that's worth.
And even forgot, I also have a postgraduate diploma in taxation and revenue administration.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So now, actually, that is very good. It's very important. The reason he had to introduce himself like that is because it's not far from what we want to address today. You know, Simon, we have a very big gap today, and today that's what we are going to talk about. We have the gap between the graduate and the job market. We have a lot of young people that have finished school. We have a lot of young people that are still in school and those that have graduated. And all of them are looking at finding a job somewhere. But word around has come to our attention that most of these young people are not even ready. They seem to be, I use the word seem, because that's how most people have brought it, that's how I've also perceived it. They seem to be half-baked, if that's the word that I should use. But now we want to we are looking for the solution, we are looking for where did the problem, what went wrong, what is not really being done right. So, first and foremost, you are a CEO, like you have introduced yourself. I've known you for being in so many board meetings. and on so many board of governors for different organizations. Personally, I've had the opportunity to work with Simon on different platforms. So, Simon, what inspired you to focus on employability and skills development?
One thing, when I finished, now let me move a little bit back. I had a diploma in computer science and business studies and a degree in commerce. So I got my first job. So I was excited, very, very excited. So when I got a job, I entered into the office. Now the reality came in. I didn't know anything.
Oh.
I looked at the computer, it looked at me. Then the CEO called me, Simon, we want these reports. Then I said, now which reports? Then I said, but I passed my exams. Why am I even failing here?
Wow.
I looked at the computer, I looked at it from the beginning up to the end. Unfortunately, the person who left the office had deleted everything. So that's when I realized that actually I don't have the knowledge and the skill.
Wow.
Yet I was a graduate from Makerere University with even a diploma in computer science and business studies. So I knew how to operate a computer, and I also knew anything to do with accounting and finance. But I had never operated it on a computer. So if they had given me a book, I would have done my things on what? In a paper.
In a paper, yes.
But unfortunately, the world doesn't do like that.
Doesn't do like that, yes.
So the reality came in. After two weeks, the CEO told me, I want reports, we have to present to the board. Then in my mind, I said, wow, what am I going to do? I caught all the things which were in the office, I put them in a bag in the evening, I went on the streets, and I entered one audit firm, and I told them, I want you to teach me accounting. They told me, but you're a graduate. I said, yes, but I don't have any knowledge.
Wow.
Now that's where the writer came in. Now to fast forward, when I went to United States to study, then I realized another different world. For them, everything is about the practicability of the world. They teach in situation analysis. They teach you on how you're going to apply your things on work daily in a job situation.
Yeah.
I kept on asking myself, why did the teachers in primary make us understand quadratic equation by calculating it? Yet in the Excel sheet, you just press one word and then it gives you an answer.
And it gives you the answer.
But I kept on studying quadratic equation from S1 up to university. Yet at a certain time, in the middle there, they were supposed to introduce something which is like working with Excel. You get working with Excel.
So which our system never introduced. It never exposes us to.
Yes. Even right now, it's not there. You're talking about trying to do things differently, but it's not even there. So that's where I came up and I say, okay. And I've seen out of people who are very good. They have first-class degrees. I've employed them. I've been in interviews. And you ask him a simple question. Narrate your story.
Just narrate your story.
And then they start talking about, I'm from New Life Discipleship Ministry. I have 2 children. I'm in Uganda. And then he stops there.
Wow.
So I realized that there is this big gap between employing someone and someone actually being employed. And people are looking for experience. And you ask the person, you have 25 years, have you never worked anywhere? Do you know what they say? Yes, we've never worked. In one of the episodes we made with your team, we talked about work.
Yes.
If they tell you to come up with the resume, you don't need to talk about the job you've done. You talk about the work you've done.
You've done, yes.
For example, you talk about, I did 10 podcasts. And you explain how we did them. Out of the 10 podcasts, 5 of them have 20 YouTube viewerships. Now that is your resume. But people are looking for, in their resume, they are looking for jobs. They worked for World Bank. Yet in the resume, they are looking for work. Not what job
you've ever had.
You get. Recently, I was in New Life Disciple Ministries as a cashier for the last 5 years. This is the amount of money which passed through my hands. This is how I tried to tell the people how to do it. This is how I designed the budget for the church.
So it's not about you having been in any what we would call white-collar job setting. It's about you. It's about where you have ever applied your skills somewhere to benefit society or in any way.
And that's work.
Get it? Oh yeah.
You get it. And people don't. And people.
So people don't. So people are like outlook or overlook or underlook. I think they underlook the efforts that they have done outside office, and they
Yes.
think it's not necessary, so I can't even put it in my resume.
In my resume.
Sad.
Yet you can even outline that in these 2 years, I've been doing this, I've been doing this. That's what they want you to do. And from the focus, and me, I still believe that if we narrow that gap of employability
Yes.
vis-a-vis the graduate studies, people are going to be employed. Because I've been in interviews where they were looking for any skill set, and you find someone doesn't have a skill set. Yet he has degrees, he has even masters. I've seen PhD holders who can't narrate a story. You get?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very, very good, which has reminded me a few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, I was with my team, and someone wanted to join our team. And I asked that person one question. It was just one question, and the boy almost started crying. I only asked him, "Why are you here?" For over 5 minutes, he froze. He didn't know what to respond. But he was saying that I want to join the team. But we were like, I asked just one question. Why are you here? So we have that problem in our generation today where people can't answer. The young people can't answer the question, why have you walked into this room? Why do you want to work with our organization? Now, Simon, in your opinion, why are many graduates not job ready today?
Communities they come from.
The communities that they come from.
I can give the best example.
Tell me.
When you finish, now this one I introduced it actually where at the company. I try to bring interns on board, but I teach them real world things. I teach them from house cleaning until when they, in the first few weeks they start from house cleaning programs, and then in the fourth week they start doing what brought them here. I want to cue that thing in their heart that me, I'm an accountant. No, you don't start with accounting to be in an organization. You start by doing simple things. You come in office, you are an intern. Why do you start with balancing books?
Yet you are seated in a dusty office.
Yes, start with supervising the cleaners. Move away from there. You go and understand the programs of the company. Then you go and research about something. I even actually give them books. I can give you a very big book. I tell you read it, all of it, in 2 weeks. Then in the fourth week, after you appreciating everything, I put you in the work. Now, it goes back to the community aspect of it. We have graduates here. When they are looking for jobs, they leave them where they are. When I want to talk about jobs, because it doesn't drive me. When they're looking for what to do, they leave it at the desk and they go and look for it outside. I can give an example. New Life Discipleship Ministry has how many branches?
Right now we're going to plant our 14
churches. Is there no work?
There is.
I'm talking about professional work. Is there no professional work?
There is.
There is. Do you need to create work, or they need to create free work?
I don't have to.
Now, how many graduates do we have as a church on a yearly basis? Are they more than 20? They're like 5, 10, 6?
Yeah.
Now, the key question is, why do you go into the job market when you're not ready?
Yet there is so much. We have 14 churches where you can, where you can apply a skill. You can bring in bring your skill on table to benefit the ministry, and it can turn out to be like a training ground for you.
That's it.
To prepare you for the bigger. So the communities.
The communities. Because in the communities, for example, New Life Discipleship Ministry, it has to have what we call a mentorship and a coaching what? Right now, you are dealing with, in your team, you have graduates.
Yes.
You have graduates, people are about to graduate, right? The skill set you are giving them right now matters a lot. Now, the only thing we need to focus on in the same coaching and mentorship is writing reports. In even like a small team, for example, if I come to New Life Discipleship Ministry and I'm an usher, gone are the days when ushers are not educated.
Yes, we're gone.
Gone are the days. Just imagine you have 8 ushers with all degrees. And whenever they come on a weekly basis, they have to write reports on what they have done, what they expect to do, and what they have planned for the next 6 months. That is all work.
That's all work.
You go to the entertainment part. People come up with reports, come up with objectives, everything, work plans on what they are supposed to go. You go to the choir, you go to the administration, you go to the circle. Now, all those jobs there, people just, not jobs,
By
all
the
that
way,
work. People
all that
just,
is work.
That's all work.
So people underestimate this community.
Social workers,
They
in
don't-
Women's Conference.
Oh man.
How many people come here for women's conference? How many social workers come and look at them and get their opinion?
And get to understand the problem,
You know,
analyze.
what the
Wow.
pastor does is to create an environment. What the church does is to create an environment. Now, for me, I'm not going to go even outside the church. I'm going to stay within the church in this employability part of it. For us, we didn't have those chances. We didn't have those opportunities.
Yeah, we did.
Because remember, for you, the church was in a tree. So you couldn't have an opportunity to tell
Yes.
people to what? To design a computer.
Design a computer.
When the tree is not yet even cut. You get. Now, for this case, they have no choice. They have no choice not to have the skill set. You cannot produce an accountant in the church, and he goes out there and he fails to practice what he has, because the church has finance office. You cannot produce a doctor and he fails to do something, yet the church does what? Community outreaches and medical camps.
Okay.
You cannot fail to get a communication specialist in the church when you have a communication and entertainment what? Department. You cannot fail to get a mechanical engineer in the church when the church has cars.
Cars, yes.
You cannot fail to get an electrical engineering when the church has lights and everything.
Yes.
Water engineering. All the jobs are within the community.
Yeah, wow.
Now, what misses within our concept is the career path to the mentorship and coaching department, where all people finalizing with S6 like this, they undergo that career growth very fast. If they are 20 or 100, they come here for a boot camp. And the boot camp is not about talking about what the world is about. The boot camp talks about aspiration, teaching people computers, teaching people how to use AI, teaching people to relate with the Bible and the job world, teaching people that when you get 100 millions, it doesn't take you out from the church. It doesn't make your church to be what? A village church.
Yes.
It makes you actually more vulnerable that you need the church.
That you need the church.
Now, those are the
because
boot camps which are supposed to be done so that we can bridge the gap. Now, when we bridge the gap in the church of employability and skill, then the community will also start getting inside it.
Inside it.
They will start enjoying the benefits of the church in the mentorship program. You know, and you see, it is a thin line. For example, today I can lose a job.
Yeah,
Anyone who's in employment is a candidate to lose a job.
that's right.
But my skill set cannot be lost.
Cannot be lost. Yeah, that's right.
That my skill set cannot be lost. When I fly today and I move to USA, I move to Canada, I move to any country, no one will take away my skill set. No one. Unless I get amnesia, dementia, something. No one. But my job can be taken.
The job can be taken, the skill will remain.
Two, no one can take away the work I do. No one. That's why people in diaspora, bagamba, abantu baba mu Uganda batuuka eri bakola nnyo. Because no one can take away the work. How? You can clean and you get 10,000.
Yes.
You can drive a boda, that's all work. You can go and clean all these.
Yes.
Because no one can take away the work. The only thing they can take away from you is a
The job.
But no one can take away from the work.
Wow,
For example, I always tell
that's so
people
profound.
here, why do you are a graduate? Why do you are driving a boda? Why do you wake up at 8? You are supposed to wake up at 6. You drive to your station where you are going to work from.
Yes.
After working up to 5, you come back, you write a report on what you've done.
On what you have done.
I've earned 100,000 shillings. I've spent 30. I've saved 30. I've given a tithe. I'm remaining 10,000.
So that's professionalizing
Yes,
your
small
own
duty.
small duty.
Duties.
Wow. At the end of the day, I have to give accountability for what I have done, even when I am seemingly in self-employment, seemingly in my own space, because it prepares me when I ever get a bigger opportunity. It is something that I have developed. It's a culture.
The jobs we despise are the jobs which are running in the economies in the world, in the West. If I'm starting today chapatis today, that is now work. I do my chapatis. I have earned 30. I divide everything. I say 10,000 is for saving. By the end of the year, I have a motorcycle. By the second year, I have a piece of land. By the fourth year, I have a piece of land where I can put what? Coffee. By the fifth year, before election, I'll be having my chapatis, my motorcycle, a piece of land for my house, and a piece of land for what? For coffee. And after all that, the skill set, because what schools teach us English, humility, patience. They don't teach us the job skills, because no school knows where South Africa is to teach them how they apply the knowledge. No schools knows where ministry, New Life Discipleship Ministry is. Even here, the schools which are in the ministry don't understand what the ministry teaches about every day. They don't know that the church starts at 7. No schools know that. Even the best schools in the world, Center High, which was the best in all level, they don't know that New Life starts at 7 to work. They don't know that. But they give you the knowledge, you understand easily, and you move on. Wow. And for me, I take it back to where these people, what is their mandate and what is their entitlement. You finish a degree. Today I was coming and I had someone that, how do you spend 10 million in the graduation? Yes, it is okay. You have to spend 10 million in graduation, because a party is not about money. A party is a point that, okay, my child has passed one stage. It's like a birthday, so you spend it. But the problem lies behind one. When you finish the part, everything has been done. Have you trained me? I always want my parents, the children, when I'm focusing on them. Let me just give an example of Albert. Alfred, when he finishes university, do you know when he does his graduation, even though you spend 50 million in graduation, you'll be happy, everyone will be happy? Because he has been already in employment. He has the skills. Yeah. He won't even need a job for the start. He has a job where he can earn 10,000. Yes. A day. One of my brothers in USA, he stopped doing the work he studied in engineering. He's now a photographer. Wow. And each photo, you know what it costs? $30 per photo you take.
Very expensive.
So meaning that what we despise is what we're supposed to work. We have lawyers in our church. We talk about them in high esteem. The question is, have we laid them off to the society? We need to teach them, to mentor them. And then after that boot camp of the 6 month on a yearly basis, of the 3 month on a yearly basis, we give them certificate, which has everything. And we say, now you are ready to be a doctor, because you've attended 4 medical camps. You are ready to be a photographer, because you have attended 7 medical camps, photography camps. You are ready to be an accountant, because you've attended 4, because we are blessed. We have out of offices. You can give internships to people, and then they learn. So each career, you are blessed to be a teacher in childhood development, because you've attained 4 interns from our schools. You are blessed to be a surveyor, because you've surveyed 20 plots of land for our church members. Now, what are we looking for in employment? Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Simon. Looking at actually continuing just briefly about the skills, something just came to my mind. What are some of those skills, briefly, that you feel every graduate should have before entering the workforce?
One skill is attention to details. I've been lucky. I've seen a lot of resumes for people. But sometimes I want even to cry. Wow. If you give me a resume, you need to also be able to be happy with it. Put it in the mirror and read it. People are not attentive to details. I've asked you, I need a photographer. The interview is on Friday. Why do you rush to do your own resume? To learn about anything without looking for people who have been there. Why? Why do you go for an interview? Me, I've done 7 interviews. I think I've passed 5. I didn't fail. I don't say I failed. I've passed 5. I've not been taken.
They just 2. Never called you for 2.
Because me, even an interview of this kind, I prepare.
Yes.
I spend a week. I wake up at 4. And I read. I try to harmonize things. I try to do things. I try to talk about it alone. Now, people are not attentive to details. They tell you have an interview on Friday. I have a first class. You go in an interview
and ready, you just show up and you think you can just do it that way.
It's so bad, you know. They ask you one question: what is the vision statement of our company? You've not even gone to the website. You get, what is the culture statement of our company? You've not even gone to the site to look at it. The key question is, people are not supposed to fail interviews. People are supposed not to be taken. Those 2 different things. You can be good and they don't take you.
So not like because they haven't called you, it doesn't mean that you failed.
But some people fail.
That's what we should focus on. Let's be sure that whenever we walk into an interview room, we are fully ready. Like how we should have the skill of paying attention to detail. Wow.
2, we actually don't know what we want. The courses we do, most of us have been told to us by our parents and our peers. But that's not actually what we want. That's not what we actually want. You find someone, he did medical, but he didn't want medical. So at the end of the day, it goes back to a career and a calling. He fails in the both of them. And at the end of the day, he fails everywhere. The third one, low esteem. People have low esteem. We have all the talents in the church. But you find, even in the world, you find few people who can come on your table and say, Simon, kindly help me and redesign this, and we come up with this, and this is what I want. Few people can come to you to ask you this. When you talked about when you asked someone and said, why are you here? Someone failed, not because he doesn't know why he's there. He just failed. Esteem
is very low.
Yeah. And lastly of all things, the skill set we get from the university helps us to move, but not to run.
But not to run.
There is moving. There are 3 stages of life: crawling, moving and running. So they help us to crawl, to
crawling, moving and running.
But they don't help us to run. The skills which helps you in employment are found out there. From the people, from internet, from the YouTubers, from these podcasts. That's where you get the skill set. 2, if you understand that you don't have a right skill set, go for those certificates. Me, I have studied certificates since I finished 6 certificates. 3-day certificate in what? In data management. 3-day certificates in coding. 3-day certificates in this. 3-day certificates in this. You get a lot of certificates.
Wow.
That's why I'm all over the place. I have an accounting background. Right now, I'm leading operations. I'm not an economist. You get, because whenever I sit, right now people are no longer using PPTs, PowerPoint presentations. They're using Canva.
Yeah, people are using Canva.
They're using Canva, but people have refused to move away from PPT.
From PPT,
yes. But people are using Canva, and Canva is easy. You just download YouTube and you download it and you learn about it. Now Canva is also going to go our way. You get it? And
yes.
You move another step one.
To another thing. Every generation comes with something.
You know? So people are so rigid that they think what they know. You find a first-class order degree, he only talks about that word in his mouth. But you know, in our education setup, there are many things which can make you be a first-class degree holder. Time, money, no stress, other factors. But outside there, the same principles apply. Work ethics and that. But the most important bit of it is that the people, when they are leaving the university and ethics, we need to tell them the truth. We need to tell them that you are actually not wise. You actually just passed exams.
You just have to remind them.
You just passed exams.
Yes.
Kale sawa zino tukatutandika okukwatako. Tutandika okulaga mbukale osomye owa engineer ensi tebwetaaga. Ensi yeetaaga magoba. Ogenda nkotokola oyingira ku magoba. That's the theory of change. Nje wano ni engineer naye company ekoze etya magoba.
Yeyagala magoba teyagala bitabo byo.
Yes, which means onokuyiga sales. Onoyiga leadership. Onoyiga ebintu bingi nnyo. Ojja bere wansi wa garage ng'okanika emotoka paka wofa naye nga totuuseeko mu ntebe ya ED oba executive director because gwolowooza oli makanika.
Actually, which
that's
brings
why the
me...
last point is I want to even tell you this. In COVID, I was given the position of CEO for what? For an hospital.
For a hospital, yeah.
I think I was the first CEO in Uganda without a medical background.
Without a medical background. For a hospital, yes.
And a very big hospital. You get. Now just imagine that. There are many medical people. Why didn't they give them that? Because business is business engineering. Not how you treat people. You can treat 1,000 people and you stay broke.
Wow. Now, when you talk about that, it brings me to when you mentioned that you've been invited, when you were invited to become the CEO you were appointed CEO for a big hospital in Uganda. It brings me to the next concern. how important are soft skills like communication, teamwork, and adaptability? Because people think when we talk about skills, they think it's just these hands-on, the physical ones that we see. But they forget that communication is very important. Teamwork is very important. Adaptability. People will deny you a job just by how you entered a room and you are seated in a queue, but you can't even push for an old person to come in, you know, because for you think I'm a graduate, they just have to respect me. So how important do you think are soft skills like communication, teamwork, and adaptability to the employment world?
In the 18 months I spent doing my master's, I spent 8 months studying communication, adaptability, and team engagement. And I asked myself one time, why is it taking out of my... I cannot spend how many 100,000 kilometers to move to USA to study about what? Teamwork. Now the good news is one. Without those skills, you can never improve. There are three levels of organization movement. There is conceptual, technical, and knowledgeable skill. Now, most of us, we start at technical. When you are technical, you might not need all those skills. When you come into conceptual, in most cases, you need all those skills. And that's why some people about demonstrate mathematics.
Modena.
It doesn't adapt to the new situation. It doesn't know how to communicate, and is not a team player. He can never be an headmaster. No. I'm a better teacher. No sango muntu nga akute nga alimu podcasting business myaka 10 naye ngatakola ko interview yabe mabega wa chumba kutachika anze kambire mabegendo byentegeera naye nga teyitika kumumbe na gamba kankola ki
atenga wanona waliwo skill yamanyi jo developing communication. It builds the esteem.
Even adaptability, because you adapt to the questions.
Yes.
You might have a script like this. So you come with your script. Na choose a topic. Kadi guwakuramize yo mutwe.
Wakuramize yo mutwe.
Na choose na kutwale wala. No gamba mfudu. Ne gamba today ku script.
Today ku script.
Na gamba script tegasa kino kyekiriwo kati.
Kyekiriwo.
And that's adaptability, and also giving grace to people. Wale abantu abajjanga bayina emitima emibi naye nga balungi ng'obeetaaga abamu nga bayina ebizibu bayina emizimu bakola batya. You need to give grace to the people, but you only do that when you have those soft skills. And let me tell you one thing, technical skills can take you to get a job, but they don't elevate you from a job to supervision. Soft skills take you up.
It's the soft skills that take you up. That's very good. We are about to end in a few minutes, but there is also something that I feel we can't leave out. Do you know that this generation is struggling with, okay, let me put it like this. They are not proactive. They are not proactive. How can young people become proactive about their career growth? Because some of them think, after I studied, I will just wait until they advertise for a job. And, you know, I'll take it from there.
Yeah, to the generation, you are not wise. That's the same.
So, actually, today I feel like we just have to put the main title of this episode as "You are not wise."
You're not wise.
Because it looks like they think they are smart, but they are not wise.
Because most of them, actually, it's not me, I won't say it's for activities. People are not wise, and they think they are wise, and they are proud. They don't want to say, I don't know.
That's sad.
They don't want, they say, you know, even some people, you know them very well.
Yes.
Some of them, you ask them, have you ever graduated? Graduating. There are very many instances where people, it's not even about proactiveness. It's about people thinking they are wise. And now it goes back to the community, Sam. The community is making these people think they are good. We need to tell these people the right story. That you've graduated, you are an engineer, but you are not wise. To be wise, you need to be able. Let me just give an example. You studied agriculture. You have a first class degree in agriculture.
Yeah.
We tell you, fun enough, that you are not good enough. To be good enough, you are supposed to be better than the people who have studied that thing and they have excelled. You are supposed to be able to sit on the same table and discuss issues with Dr. Dr. Nsubuga in that setup. To be able to say you are good enough you have even people in photography.
Yes.
You started with them. After taking a few shots and they said their photos are nice, they started putting their own photography companies around. Are they still there?
No.
Because that's how the world is. Agamba Sam, you find Alfred in the next one, I'm graduating. Ninga teko ka company ka kusipidi kama rogwanga jasho wampora you get it, but when he has not passed through all the channels
oh, that's very important.
You need to show people some your first photo you took in these lessons. You need to show people all the dimension where you started from. I tell people at work, my first salary I was earning 200,000 shillings.
Wow.
200,000 shillings. And 200,000, after earning 200,000 shillings, I started my postgraduate and CPA when I was earning 200,000 shillings. Actually, I started more when I was earning less than when I was earning a lot. You get? I tell people that I used to work from Kawempe to Makere on a daily basis to go for university. Here you just fail to give her transport. You get it? I even in first semester, I studied half of it. I'm going to call it. But when I was reading, when some person photocopying, we need to tell these people the fact. You find someone, people don't even know that they will never know that. Musafu, navuga safu, ngambade bibiri byamazi, mabegeno.
Yogedde ku safu nenzijukira we yatusumbuyire emmenga waawo ne tulaga nti efudde ne tugenda ne tutambula esawa namba tunoonya makanika neyaka nga tewali agikutteko ne twebuuza what was wrong.
You need to tell the stories. People afetudde no munsi kugamba abantu the world is have been successful. We need to tell even that story. We don't want also to hear
even our failures. Just last night I was talking to someone. I was with my friends. I was with Alfred and Ivan and three people. And I have this person who wants to invest in the field of photography. Namba njagala kamera eriko nga ya kabi nnyo. Ngamba kamera jeziri ne muterayo kamera si ey'amaanyi ennyo naye nga gyeri ya $2.8 olwa $1. Nga ya bbeeyi nnyo. Ngamba nti ekisooka bagambye yagala eriko. Naye n'ekyala ne mubuuza, this person wants to venture into the field, actually just wants to venture into the field, tamanyi kuba yadde ekifaananyi ekimu, and ayagala afune kamera. Mukola sente njagala nange ntandike. So he believes the moment he brings in the camera like this, he will start as ifune ngaffe abamu walaba bwalowooza bwe tuzikola ki bwe tuzifuna oba n'abo bonna baalaba. And I told him that kyoyogeddeko, I told him that my first camera najigula mu mwaka weguti, my first gig nasasula $6,000. That's what they usually say. Era yangambye nze ntulaawo ngakolera $6,000 eri ebbanga lyonna nga kamera nagula nange nali nagigula, but because ekyoka nali mupya mu field, nina ogistudinga, nina okukola ki, nina okuzimba clientele, I had to start small. Onshegera kati olwaleero sikyasobola tuulirira $6,000, sikyasobola natuulirira kakadde n'obubiri, naye nina we nava. Ngamba okujjako ng'obiguze nga ffe ababadde mu field, ffe tugenda okunoonya emirimu, ffe tugenda ofuna ze gigi tukutemereyo kye tukutemerayo. But if you think you're going to just get, you think the world is going to embrace you because you brought a new camera, you're going to lose it. Kubanga tugenda gikuwa camera yennyini tukugambe byekolere, you don't know how to operate it. So people don't want to take on all those things, but it's very, very important for us to understand that emitendera kikulu nnyo.
And we need to tell these people. Most of the motivational speakers agamba naguze Range Rover, aguze embata bbiri nenfunamu kifreziani, teboogera ku byabalema. Okategeerako ogamba Seta High Schools ng'ekikubye tomanyi muyingo gye yava. You get some people are even blessed that they don't even look at that. So that's where I won't even call it about proactiveness. Panic mode, they put themselves in panic mode. And I go call him speedy. Tamanyi, tagala kuyiga, tagala mugambako, tagala kusoma.
Kwa from first class.
Yes, I can tell you one person. I won't even mention the name. She had 2 skill sets. If she sees the podcast, she will know herself. And her skill sets were very clear. And when she came in the office, I told her, I only need those skill sets you have. And she's not one of the best performers in office, in accounting. She didn't even start accounting. You get? But I told her, these are the 2 skill sets I need in someone. They let me develop other skill sets. She used to ask a lot of questions. She used to read a lot. She used to be very inquisitive to learn. But she even didn't know how to write a CV. She wanted to tell him, Simon, they will need a CV. Why do they need a CV? But me, I looked at the rope plant, and even in the office where there are many accountants, for her she did statistics, she's one of the best. Even in the office where people spend 5 years doing accounting, she's one of the best.
She's one of the best.
Because she knew one thing. She understood our strength.
Our strengths,
yes. And she also understood our weakness, and she started looking at our strength. But if you ask her in accounting, what do you debit and what do you credit, she will never give you an answer. But she understood the strength.
Wow.
And she also accepted our weaknesses, and we worked on the weaknesses.
And now she's very
People
good.
don't do that. People just come in, omugamba manyi computer, yes. Ne max nafuna kinana.
Ngamanyi kugissaako yokka.
Nogissaako tasobola kissa. Kuno kumuleta fenzi bozo kussaako ez'ebigalo.
Tasobola. Zineza ez'ekigalo.
N'anoonya n'agamba nange kukubya mu nnyambeko wano. Tasobola kubikula wadi document. Tasobola nasevinga ku desktop. Asevinga bu document yebuze nagisevinze ninga yagisevinze ku iCloud. You get. Yeah. But because they are, as I finalize on that, it's like a very beautiful lady coming to the hospital. Nga yera galege oluzungu akuba amasimu eno doctor namugamba I want your stool. byonna bikoze
tawo nagamba njagala mutsulo gwo njagala kadi eri kali ka dot ako ka pizza ako ka fish
byonna bikoze oyeraze njala ziri eno
agenda okandetera
ng'oyina
okukaleeta.
So that's the same aspect here. People fear. I don't mind if I don't eat it out. I don't know. And me have also talked about just stool. Nyom sa wanamugamba chusa ngane duty kukabina chichuse.
Njala tetwagala ziraba tetwagala kulaba lipstick wo ndiye jute
nagamba nedda kange nendinyige muyiziko liveko. Now that goes back to our system. Tebagala kuyiga kubanga balina system etategerekeka.
Wow, that's a very good way to bring it out. Simon, in briefly, what common mistakes do graduates make when job hunting? Nga gwe omuntu akozesa abantu abangi gwakozesa nezi interview. What do you think are some of those common mistakes in a minute or two?
Let me just look at the year 2026, because now the technology has changed.
Yes.
Failure to prepare for themselves for the interviews. They don't prepare interviews. 2, they lack patience. Ajja ku interview n'omugamba yasawa body meeting negwawo agency n'omulaba nga yeesozeeyo wansi
batuyise wano bo balowooza tuli basirimu bo balowooza tulina byakukola
abo nejjuka oba omulaba. You get. 3, not doing what we call the background checks on the question. We have ChatGPT. Bakugamba I want an accountant. Genda obuuze ChatGPT ebibuuzo nga kuno gambe abasajja abakola interview ebibuuzo kibasobola okumbuuza
ze bayita FAQ, frequently asked questions.
Ogambe mumbere scenarios bisome bikulamingi otuuka mu interview boti bagamba talk about yourself. Mulekerawo okwogera ebigambo bino abampuliriza. Talk about yourself. I'm Simon Kagwa, coming from Mukona. I'm a Christian.
I'm a good citizen.
I'm a mother of 3.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
No one wants to know about it. Just say, I'm Simon Kagwa. I'm a graduate of Makerere University. I have a degree in this. I've worked on such project. We'll talk about your resume, all of it in 2 minutes. I managed to start a church. building a church using this. I did this. But I did a budget of 200 millions, and it gave us 500 millions. Talk about everything. Talk about yourself. Uli mkunyumya mbozi musimanyi pe twaloga ne tumaliza nga tukola ki tusamira. You just talk about your resume is your marketing tool. After talking about it, question edda ko tebagenda gikubuuza kubanga ojja kuba bimazeeyo byonna. Ojja kulaba nga bamba batamanyi kola interview batango kweseetula question bazimazeeyo. Then you deal with the technical. Even when you don't have the technical answer, never look shy. And always look into the eyes of the person who is interviewing you directly. Know what my answer. Mugambe, of course, I'm not sure about the answer, but I am going to try it. And this is how I can approach that situation.
Yes.
You get? Because no one expects you to know everything in interview.
Yes.
But your proactiveness matters a lot. Wow. Even them, if you give them interviews, they can also fail some questions.
Yes.
Because they're not what
they will never get it. Now, tebagifuna 100%.
Yes, because not AI. The only person who can pass interviews is AI.
Is AI.
And the AI ne You get? So that's what you need to do. And after all that has been done, ask questions. Don't ask these questions. Assuming I get a job, do you give me transport fund? No, interview. How much do you want? That question is difficult. How is it difficult? Don't you know worthiness? Speak it. Say, my net worth at this point in time is 4 million, but I expect to understand your market value so that we can work towards it and move forth to that.
Omwala yaja recently yaja mu inbox yange Sam. Kindly kebera ke omusakozizo ononyezeeyo omulimu. Yayogera ku macha akawungezi nampereza message. Owange nga tunzirira.
Patience.
I'm like, cow, me I'm employed. Nze gwoteka ku pressure nze siri bubi. Abaana bange balya nsula masuka meru, everything is fine. Gwe ebyo byonteka ku pressure mbo wange nga tunzirira. Kirabika tonfaako golooza muno ffe tetwagala kubeera bulungi. I'm like, girl, find someone who is going to do that, and that's how I pulled out. You know?
Now look at that patience.
Because namanya kacho when muwa recommendation bajja kumbuuza what did you send us?
Someone comes at the job nagamba padia rate ya meka na kama yina kubiri. Alowooza gera mu field.
Ugenda mu field atandika okufuna kapadia mu yeche ekimuleese. Wow, we are finishing. Give me one advice. I want you to give advice to two people. One advice to each. One to the students and fresh graduates, and another one to the parents and guardians.
To the students, you are not alone. I can tell you, and I can testify to you. I'm one product of a person who has never been recommended to a job. I wake up, I studied my books. I waited for God to do what? To do something to me. But I was ready. So these things of saying that a minimum Gina connection, yes, they are connection, but also not fair connection. Twina line is a fair. So prepare for your job and work towards it. Do a lot of volunteerism. There are very many companies who want to be volunteering. Do as much as what possible. To the parents, please ensure you put these children outside there. Expose them, risk them. Someone who has finished S4, mugamba agenda akole. Wabaga fuka makanika mtwaye mu garage yemu jo makanika kukanikira modoka zo. Abereyo ko week omukimayo leggulo addugale. Inga wazikube. Petwakula tunama bwa kumagulu batukuba amagulu tuvaye ebige ebirwadde byonna.
Anera kuzo tebashayina nankovu.
Tebalina nankovu. Expose them. Omwana omuwa mulimu leero n'omugamba ko kigambo that you are not doing the good work. Nagenda ngakaba n'ali ku.
Nagenda nakaba. Nagamba bansosodde.
So parents, look out them. Search. Use that. For the church where we stand here, New Life Discipleship Ministries, you are not alone there. We are blessed with a lot of people who are very good, who are oriented. Use them. Tell them, let them come to us. Let them come to us, not just for referrals, but also to the knowledge. We've attained all what we can attain. We don't want our kids, your kids, to pass through the same lines we passed through, because for us, we are the ambassadors. We are the first people to be there. So for your kids, want them to pass them smoothly, and then they help the society we are living in. And the society we are living in is a church. And after that, we can give what? A celebratory notices that we've done it better, and even the generations outside there, they will do it better. Let us build a society with rhythm, with confidence, humility, and self-discipline. And for the Gen Z outside there, the word Gen Z is self-lie. It's self-lie. What makes you a proper person is what you do outside there. It's not how your Gen Z works. You move there and I'm a Gen Z, I'm a Gen Z.
Gen Z
Gen Z won't bring
work.
you money. What brings you money is your self-discipline, hard work, and working. Not job, work. And also, because we have what we have, people don't have. For us to grow up when we don't even have the society where people pray. But now you guys have the society where people are praying. People are praying for us. You are praying for yourself. The families are praying for us. Let us multiply on that and become better citizens.
Wow, that's very good. Final thoughts. Where can people learn more about work and get involved, in your opinion?
One, I talked about it. I think I take it back to you as the main leader. We need the mentorship and coaching department. I'm seeing it in the young children. It is coming, but also for the people who are finished, we need that mentorship and the boot camp. I've seen the best boot camps in the country. One of them is called ISECA. You can check about it. It has mentored people. People are so good. They are knowledgeable. They are skillful. And they do boot camps every year. It's not a church-oriented. It's just outside there. But if the church can also come up with a boot camp on a yearly basis and prepare these students to the job world, it will be just like the marriage clinics. We can do the boot camps for
the employee, for the people in the employment world.
Yes, that's one thing. Then two, you guys don't fear us. We've been there. We are so calm. We are poor children.
Yes.
Poor people out there. But we are trying to do something better. You can join us, and you also learn a few things from us. We are your friends, we are your brothers, and your sisters.
Wow, thank you, Simon. This is a very wonderful lesson, and I feel we can't just exhaust it in one day, but I believe the Bible says that let him who has ears listen. We come here and we share all these things, and sometimes people just take it for granted. They just enjoy the English and the Luganda, but they just live without learning something. I only hope that you have learned something, especially the graduates and the people that are still in school, even the people that are already in the employment world, because this whole episode cuts across to the people, not just those that are job hunting. Hona abali mulimu naye nga yagufuna lwako byayitawo oba kampuni gye yasanga yali teina kyakukola negamba kemutwale naye ng'olulala waanayagala oku-upgradinga, they will not hire them because maybe they've made some mistakes. So this is just to help us to know ebintu bitambula bitya. Okitegeera ebintu bitambula bitya. A few days ago, just as I finished, I was talking to my cousin. She's in a country somewhere, and she was telling me, she was showing me how in that country they bring up the child okuva nga akyali muto nga bamuyamba bamupreparinga bayambala batya nga bagenda ku ssomero bakola batya bwe tuba tulya tutambula tutya. How do we package ourselves in our society here? Tubisanga bukulu kati ne tu struggling okubyejjamu. Tulina lot of procrastination. Buli kimu twagala kikola ku last minute nga bw'okyogeddeko, because our parents have not told us that we need to prepare way ahead. Okitegeera kakati ne bagamba nti you have to submit a report on time, gwe n'ogamba njaji submitting nga every dakiika asatu to the deadline. Kati ebyo byonna ne bi affecting our performance. But I'm very positive that whoever has watched this episode has picked something. I'm sure you know where your weakness is, and I'm sure you know where you want to go. So it's up to you to pick out what you feel is going to work for you. Also, parents, do something. Parents, please, parents, abazadde tekiri ku yasoma n'ataasoma, olina ky'osobola okukola okulaba ng'oyamba abaana bo okubeera nti beetegekera. Wawudde eno oyinza okuba gwe wayitawo nga tokyasobola bikola bino eno. emyaka ajja kuyitako obwongo bwe tebukyasobola bikwasa. Now let us help this generation to be fully prepared. Any last words for us?
For motivation, this is just a motivational speech.
Yes.
The richest person in the world, or the wealthiest person in the world, is employed. And most of the richest people in the world are employed. The presidents are employed.
Yes.
So this statement of people saying that being employed is
a scam.
Is a scam. All the billionaires in this world
are employed.
And they always look for people to employ.
And the world cannot run without people in employment.
Yes, even when you start your business, you employ. Even the smallest knowledge you are using to start your business, that's all what?
Employment.
And that's work. And that's education. So those words, people use them to just prepare for you for the worst. But it doesn't mean that you cannot actually become.
You cannot become something when you're in employment. You can become.
That's it. What makes you better is that what do you use your money from employment to do other things. As that said, we started up what we call a master class in town. It's called a boot camp master class for people who have graduated, teaching them professional skills in different in different fields.
Okay.
And we started last year. It worked for some students, and we opened to people. It's a paid up thing. You tell us what you studied, and we open eyes for you to what you think you can actually become better. We give you what we call recommendation. We give you a 1 full year experience, and then you go to the job board. You don't lack anything.
Wow, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. I think the people that are in that angle, oyagala omulimu, oyagala kumanya bintu bino, kubeera trained, kubeera prepared for the employment world, that's a very good platform for you. You can just reach out to Simon, you can reach out to us, and we will see how to connect you, just in case you're not here. You can even hit in the comments and you just tell us if you need a contact, and we'll see how to help you. Otherwise, thank you so much, Simon. Thank you for giving us your time. I know amidst your busy schedule, you managed to spare for us time. And behind the camera, we have been working with Alfred and Aisha, and we are so glad that this has come to an end. God bless you. Until next time, please subscribe, like, share, and invite someone. Thank you.